What's up YouTube? This is an overview of my red 2003 Insight 5-speed. I might be selling this car. I'm right now kind of deciding what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to make two videos. They're kind of going to do a quick review of the car in the event that I decide to sell it. Then this will be posted, and my price is going to be somewhere in the $4,000 range. And I will go through the car. This video is just going to be a walk around where I tell you what I've done, and then the second part will be a POV drive of the car to demonstrate everything. So just a quick information about this car. As I said, it's a 2003 Insight. It's a 5-speed. It has 202,000 miles, and it is very, very clean. I've done extensive reconditioning. It wasn't horrible before, but it needed seat covers cleaned, little things fixed. I know it's dark right now. You really can't tell. Let's go ahead and move these so we can have a little more light. Comes with sun visors, and everything's very clean on the car. Of course, as I said, it is a 5-speed. Seat bolsters are in great shape. Everything works on this car. There's no warning lights at all. The auto down window works. The seat bolster is in great shape. The trip odometer works just fine. The rear latch works perfectly. All those things that are common issues. There's no significant dents or anything or marks. Really, the only imperfection cosmetically, aside from little stuff, is there's a little gash there, but it's not bad. But it looks great. Comes with the cargo net, of course. Comes with a discharger, a charger, and a this is the Prolong battery discharger, and of course it's wired for grid charging. Comes with the jack tools, etc. Paint's in great shape. Stickers are new on the back, and like I said, paint's really good, really cleaned up well. Of course, that has the wheel skirts that are attached, obviously. Clear coat is strong on the hood and on the roof, which is where these are commonly not strong. Headlights are in decent shape. They could use a buffing and a treatment, which I might do to this car. Wheels are in great condition. Hardly any curb rash or damage at all there. And the front tires are 175s. They're Falcons. They're brand new. The back tires are 165. So there's the RE92s that come with the car, or the Honda spec tire. And those are just, and I was thinking about adding tires, but I just decided not to. Let the next owner do what they want, just because you may want to have 175s because it's a little bit of a better ride, or you may want to go and get some fresh Bridgestones with the 165, which is the low rolling resistance tire. Has a new antenna that I just put on it. Has these vents, which are actually quite nice. I put a dead pedal in the car. It's from an Accord. Of course, it has the heavy duty mats. Let's see. And mechanically, I've done a ton of stuff to this car, which I will quickly overview. Let me talk about the hybrid battery first. Oh, I didn't talk about this very important issue. Transmission synchros are perfect, incredibly smooth, shockingly smooth. In fact, when I was under the car changing the tranny fluid, I noticed some of the larger bolts in the transmission are shiny and new. I think the transmission has either been rebuilt, or maybe the ISB was done, or some of those more common issues you have with these where the synchros need repair. But this thing shifts butter smooth. Downshifts are butter smooth, no issues at all. Again, surprising for 202,000 miles. So I'm pretty sure the transmission has had work, although I don't have receipts for that. But there are new shiny bolts under there. Something else I was going to tell you back here, and I'm struggling to remember what it was. I got a lot of things in my head right now. Well, we'll come to it, hopefully. Oh, the IMA. IMA battery is a Honda 2011. I have the receipt for that. So it's about 10 years old. It does still hold the charge fine. It has the grid charger. I charged it up when I bought the car, and it's given me no problems. It discharges, it assists and charges just fine. Auto stops just fine. Have no issues. It's doing great. How long will that last? I don't know, but if you know anything about these cars, you know that you either have a battery with a warranty or you go the charge route, and that's where this car's at, but it does just fine with that. Talked about the transmission. It does have all the aero panels underneath. They're all under there. In terms of mechanically, let's see, it's got a Recent map sensor, I didn't do that, but the previous owner did. I changed the oil and filter to Royal Purple Synthetic 0W20, which is what the Honda recommends. I put a new air filter in it. I put a new cabin filter inside. It's got new spark plugs. It has a new O2 sensor downstream right there, and it also might have a new upstream. I'm not real sure. It looks pretty new. It's actually getting quite dark, so it's getting hard to see in there. And I have receipts for most of this. The EGR plate, I took that apart along with the cleaned the EGR passage and the EGR valve, cleaned all that out, and I have a video. A lot of this stuff, by the way, I showed in videos that are prior to this one, so you might check that out if you're interested. Swapped the manual tranny fluid with Honda MTF the other day. It's got a new ground wire. Here, this red one, again, it's dark, but I replaced that because it was kind of frayed. Also did some work on a vacuum line I found that was damaged. The battery is pretty new. The 12 volt is a 920, so that's about a year old. Strong. I actually took it to AutoZone and had them test it just because I wanted to make sure it was, technically good, and it was. It tested good. Didn't mention this, but air conditioner is ice cold, very strong air. Brake fluid and coolant flush was done 20,000 miles ago. And let's see, I mentioned the tires being new, and I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, let me show you what the car comes with. Hopefully it'll be light enough in here. I've got about 2 or 3 inches of receipts. It has the original manual, which is in the glove box, which I didn't show you, but it's in there. And then it's got all this stuff from Honda, from when the car was new. Got the original Windows sticker. By the way, I'm getting 65 miles per gallon. I've driven the car 100 miles so far. I'm getting 65 in the city. That's using the air conditioning for some of that. Here's a sales brochure, and then this is just receipts and documentation. It's just, like I said, it's a couple inches of that. The car will come with some color match polish along with color match touch-up paint. Valet key has an airbag cutoff switch. I forgot to mention that. And then another key, which I had in my pocket. So all that will come with the car. And the final thing I wanted to say is, let's see here. I'm looking at my list here. Oh, so someone asked me, if you bought this car, what would you do to it? Like if I was going to keep it for a long term, or obviously I'm not because I have that. If I bought this car, I would probably put a Beeline battery in it, which is like $1,100. And I would put rear springs on it, among other things, which is $100. The rear springs, if you can tell on my car here, you can see the H logo. On this car, you can't. And that's because that's been lifted about an inch and a half. It's springs you can get online. I could direct you to them if you buy the car, or you just search for rear springs Honda Insight. And it raises that ride height a little bit, looks terrific, and it increases the comfort level significantly. These are uncomfortable cars, so once you do that, that's the first thing I'd do. It's only $100 shipped for a set of 2 springs. You can get front springs too. They didn't make as much of a difference in my opinion. I would get rear springs for $100, and if you buy this car and you want me to install them, I'll install them for another $100. And then the other thing, like I said, if you want to go battery instead of doing the charging, because essentially right now the car is a plug-in hybrid. You can get a fresh battery. That's what I have in that. You never have to charge it. It takes care of itself, and it's got years of warranty. So if you don't want to go the plug-in route, I don't know at this price point if I would do a new battery. Do you want to sink $1,200 into a car this old? That's up to you. I did, but not sure if you want to. But that would be a $1,200-ish expense. I think that's what they go for. You can get deals and find them on sale and negotiate, and then you got a warranty and you never have to plug it in. It just always takes care of itself. If you wanted to do that, I would install that for you for $200 if you wanted. So I'm going to ask around $4,000 for the car. If you wanted to do springs, I would install for $100. If you want an IMA battery, I would install that for $200, which is probably half or even less than half of what a dealer or shop would charge you for that. So thought I would throw that in. Yeah, that's it. There's a part 2 coming of a drive. I'm going to do that at some point, and I'll have that posted up here as well. But this is just a quick walkthrough of my 03 Insight, Honda Insight. All right, great car, super smooth, doing great. Love it, but I bought it to give it some love and sell it. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, thanks for watching. check the comments, because if this is sold, I'm going to leave a comment that says that it's sold, so people aren't asking me in 2035 if it's still for sale. So thanks for watching. Peace.